Hey guys, Peugeot here. Welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about the new Glorious Battle features that were released recently. We are going to go over everything that has been added or changed, and you will see why this event is now more appealing than ever and why you should be playing it every single time. So first of all, we can find the event in the cross server page here. This is it. And now the first thing is that the map has been adjusted. It's been basically 3 factions for a while, but now you can also see that the balance of power between the factions is much better. You basically have one strong alliance based on the personal score, and then a few a little bit less strong alliances to assist. And then if you look at the second one, you're going to see the same, one very strong alliance and a few to support it, and the same in the third faction. So this way things are way more balanced than before. This is a great change and is going to push people to actually fight and get some decent rewards. Speaking of rewards, let's actually check those, because there have been changes to the rewards in a very positive way, which I'm very excited about. Now, first of all, if we look at the rewards that you're getting for the contribution, you will notice that there is a 20% increase in the rewards. In terms of glory points, this was 100, the March Bugles were 3 instead of 4, and the Blessing Stone was 500 instead of 600. So this 20% is actually great, and we can enjoy many more rewards this way. What else? Actually, if we look at the elimination rewards, we can see an even bigger increase. It's actually 50% increase here, which is just wow. It's amazing. The other very important addition, I'm very sure you're quite frustrated when you get day 1 into the event, you look for a shop to trade and you see everything was taken, because the shops initially were like 150. Well, now the shops are doubled. So if we look at the medium, you will notice it's 450 at the moment, but that is with the upgrades. Initially, without any upgrades, you get 300 shops in the medium merchant, which is actually much more than what we had. Exactly double. So this is a great way for you to get early, get some contribution, because all you need is 2 marches, your initial 2 marches. Each of them would give you about 50 points, because in logistics you get 200k estimated gain per march, which is 50 points. So 2 marches by 50 points, that's 100, and that's enough for you to unlock the 3rd march. So you can be able to start increasing that contribution gain from day 1. Now, what else? Beside the boosted shops and the increased trading efficiency, you will also notice that the buildings that used to open in day 3 now open in day 2. So basically the gates and the fortress and the depots, they actually open on the 2nd day, which is actually huge, because this way you can start fighting much earlier, getting a lot more points when you are fighting. And beside that, let's get back into the rewards. If we look into that, you will notice that there has been 20% increase in the rewards when the event ends, but also beside that, you will notice that the individual rewards can now be obtained by up to 10,000 people. Used to be 500, but this is now changed. And even if you are, not having much time, you don't have a great result, or you're just not being able to fight with the bigger accounts, you can still get very decent rewards. And one of those rewards is actually quite new, and that is the Russell weapon, which I'm very excited about. You get the fragments for that weapon by just participating in the event. You can get those fragments in 2 ways. One way is the faction influence, so no matter what you do, you're gonna get a minimum of 25 fragments from the faction influence, and also from the individual contribution you get another minimum of 20. Even if you didn't do very well, you get 45 fragments. That's a minimum. And let's say you're just pushing a little bit, you get into the top 500, you get half a weapon. So in 2 glorious battles you can unlock this weapon. Now what is the weapon about? We are going to look at that right now. So here it is. It's called Silence. And it's basically not a fighting weapon, but it gives you passive buffs. First of all, you get some training speed, which is always good to have. You know, Russell is not a commander that many people are actually using for fighting, so you can safely equip the weapon to Russell. And what do you get? You know that his skill basically means that for each awakened male 4-star commander, you're going to get 3% flat total health. So in this way, if you have like 10 commanders, which is the maximum, you get 30% total health. If you get the weapon without any stars on it, that becomes actually 40 instead of 30. So you get another plus 10% to your total health, just like that. But beside that, you also get total defense plus 1% per commander. So I already have 10 commanders at 4 stars, which are male. So this means I'm going to get a boost of 10% total health and 10% total defense. And while, of course, you upgrade the weapon, let's say at 4 stars, what happens is that you're gonna have a total of 60% health and 60% defense, meaning that you will have additional 30% total health and additional 60% total defense, not to mention the 20% training speed, which is always nice to have. So this weapon is great. You should definitely participate in the glorious battle and get it. Very, very cool. Now let's get back into the event. And the other thing that is actually very interesting addition for those of us who are, let's say, always forgetting to change our military position. If, let's say, you're like me and you are set to defense or logistics and you want to do offense, what happens? I will demonstrate. You click offense and you get this message. So this is quite new, and this is going to remind you that your military position is not offensive, and this way you can get greater casualties. So the game is now thinking about your troops and trying to save you the trouble. Now of course you can confirm and go ahead and attack anyway, or you can cancel and change your position and go into offense. The same thing is happening if your position is, let's say, logistic and you're trying to attack or defend, or if it's a offensive position and you're trying to defend, still you're going to get a message warning you that you're in the wrong position, and this is quite good as well. So guys, these are basically the new additions to the Glorious Battle event. I'm very excited about them, especially about the 20 and 50% increase in rewards and about the new Russell weapon. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you're very eager to fight in the event and get all the rewards. If you have any questions, I'll answer in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.